motherfucker.
Hold on, I hope y'all watching this shit.
First round, real quick. Because he just knocked these out real quick in the first round.
But now we're gonna get a good. I thought he was a con artist, just based off his look.
They're at edge.
Holy shit! What the hell just happened?
What's up, motherfuckers? Welcome to Easy Money, a sports betting show. Monday, December 13th, 2021. Got a pretty good slate of games today. We'll talk about some Monday Night Football tonight. Should be a great Monday Night Football game tonight. Got a pretty good slate of NBA games we'll talk about. We'll take a look ahead at the early lines for NFL for the next week. All right. Make sure they're all right. That looks good. All right. Before we get started here, don't forget we're live Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern with Easy Money, a sports betting show. That show is live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. We're also live at 1 p.m. Eastern every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday with GSR Gonzo Sports Room, our sports talk show. That's also live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. You can also find both those shows in podcast form on Apple Podcast, Anchor Podcast, Spotify, Google Podcast. Most places you listen to podcasts, you can find us. Also, don't forget, starting Sunday, every Sunday at 9 a.m., we will be releasing our new episode of our new GWR, Gonzo's Wrestling Room Pro Wrestling Podcast. We've been doing a lot of the GWR stuff. We've been doing live and been doing interviews, and some of it's been at the same time as when we normally do our sports show. So we're going to separate that. That way we still have the stuff for the pro wrestling fans, still have the stuff for the sports fans, and we're always going to have the Easy Money, a sports betting show. But we're going to be recording that on Saturdays and releasing it on Sundays. We're going to release it in the podcast network, and it'll be released on YouTube with the video as well. So don't forget, first episode of that will be released this Sunday at 9 a.m. Follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, at Gonzo Sports Room. That's where we post all the information about our shows. Our daily picks from Easy Money, a sports betting show, get posted on our social media. Interview announcements, which we got a couple of them for this week. Just if you want to find out information about any of our shows, social media is the place to do it. Streamlabs.com, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, at Gonzo Sports Room. Check out our merch store, streamlabs.com/Gonzalez Sports/merch. You can see some of our t-shirts behind me. We have a couple new shirts getting ready to drop, hopefully this week. We had one drop about a week and a half ago, new GWR shirt. Go check it out. So go check out our merch store. You can find that link in the video description, or it is also going across the bottom of the screen in the ticker. Don't forget, tomorrow, big interview tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern. We will have GWR Live and owner of Hybrid Championship Wrestling, Austin Ryan, will be joining us. He'll be joining us tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern. We will have Easy Money at 11 a.m. Eastern tomorrow as well. And then on Thursday at 1 p.m., we'll have another episode of GWR Live, and it'll be pro wrestler, wrestles in AACW, Justin Tyrell. He will actually be live in studio that day, so looking forward to that on Thursday. And then on Saturday, we're going to be in Lafayette at a BMFX seasons meetings. They got a stack card. Go check it out at BMFX Wrestling. You can find them on Facebook to get more information about it. But it's Saturday. I believe it starts at 5. Gonzo Sports Room. We will be there live with live coverage on YouTube and Twitch. So if you can't make it to Lafayette, come watch our stream of it on YouTube and Twitch at Gonzo Sports Room. But all right, let's get started on some sports. We will be there live with live coverage on YouTube and Twitch. All right. We'll start with Monday Night Football tonight. First game is the Los Angeles Rams, or not first game, Monday Night Football tonight. Los Angeles Rams at the Arizona Cardinals. The Cardinals are 2-point favorites at home. They're minus 130 on the money line. The Rams are plus 110 on the money line. Over-under for this game is set at 51. The Rams are 8-4. Cardinals are 10-2. Cardinals are at first place in this division. This is a big game for the Rams here. The Rams have lost 3 of their last 4 games. Henderson running back's banged up, so that's not a good thing either. They're already short at running back as it is. The Rams are 1-5 ATS their last 6 games. The Cardinals are 10-2. They have Murray and Hopkins back. They both returned last week. They beat the Rams 37-20 in Week 4, and that score is actually a little bit closer than what the game really was. Rams scored there toward the end. Connor has been a touchdown machine. He has 14 touchdowns on the season. So their running game's been working. And then with Murray and Hopkins, with them 2 back, Arizona is a team that teams are not going to face down the stretch if they're healthy. And the Cardinals are 8-2 against ATS in their last 10 games. I like the Cardinals here. I like the Cardinals money line at the minus 130. Yeah, I like the Cardinals here. If you bet on FanDuel, you can get the Rams and Cardinals to each score one or more rushing touchdowns and 1 or more passing touchdowns. You can get that boosted up to from 1 plus. It was at plus 140. Now it's at plus 180. They have a bunch of different prop bets you can get on. You can go Kyler Murray passing yards, over under 265.5. So I mean, there's all kinds of different prop bets there. We'll maybe get into those here a little bit later in the show. But let's move over to NBA. Then we'll come back to the NFL and look at the early lines. All right. First game in NBA tonight. We have the Miami Heat at the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Cavs are 5-point favorites at home. They are minus 205 on the money line. Miami is plus 172 on the money line. Over-under for this game is at 207.5. The Heat are 16-11. Cavs are 16-12. The Heat have won 2 in a row. Adebayo is going to be out tonight. Butler's questionable. He'll probably be out tonight as well. He did not play the last game, and he may not play tonight either. So if they're missing both of them, that's going to hurt the Heat on offense a lot. The Cavs have a good defense. They're ranked second in the league, allowing 102 points a game. Cavs are balanced in offense. They've been having 8 players averaging in double digits. And the Cavs are 10-3 and 1 ATS at home. I like the Cavs in this game. The -5, man, in the NBA, giving up points like that's can be a little scary. But I think the Heat's really going to struggle to score tonight. I like the Cavs at the -5. And I like the under the 207.5. All right, next game we have is the Sacramento Kings at the Toronto Raptors. The Raptors are 4.5-point favorites. they're minus 188 on the money line. The Kings are plus 158 on the money line. Over under for this game is set at 221. The Kings are 11 and 16. The Raptors are 12 and 14. The Kings have lost 2 in a row. The Kings struggle offensively. The Raptors are 7 and 5 at home. They're good defensively, and they're balanced offensively, but they can also go in lulls where they have trouble scoring. I like the Raptors in this game at the man. I don't know if I want to take the 4.5 or not. I like the under the 221 definitely in this game. 4.5 is scaring me a little bit because Sacramento can, and the Raptors I think are pretty evenly matched. So I like the under the 221 in this game. All right, now we have the Golden State Warriors at the Indiana Pacers. The Warriors are 3-point favorites on the road. They're minus 154 on the money line. The Pacers are plus 130 on the money line. Over under for this game, 213. Excuse me. The Warriors are 21 and 5. The Pacers are 12 and 16. The Warriors have cooled off a little bit. I say a little bit because they've only lost 5 all year, but they're 3 and 3 in their last 6. They're 18 and 8 ATS on the season. They're 6 and 4 ATS on the road. The Pacers have won 3 in a row. They have been playing better. I don't know if Carlisle is back yet or not. He's been out with COVID. And with some of the players the Pacers have banged up and they're out, the Pacers don't have great depth right now. But about all the starters average double figures, so they got a good starting 5 right now, but their bench is hurting a little bit. McConnell's been out. I am a big Pacer fan, and I would like to take the Pacers here at home. But the Warriors have just been so hot this season. I think the Pacers are capable of beating them. So I like the Warriors in this game on the money line, and I like the over 213. Then we have the Houston Rockets at the Atlanta Hawks. The Hawks are 10-point favorites at home. They're minus 500 on the money line. The Rockets are plus 385 on the money line. Over-under for this game is at 227. The Rockets are 8 and 18. The Hawks are 13 and 13. The Rockets have won 7 of their last 10. They got off to a terrible start, but then here lately have been playing better. The over is 5-1 in the Rockets' last 6 games. The Hawks are 8 and 5 at home, and the over is 5-1 in their last 6 home games. But these are two teams that are so streaky. They can score a lot of points, but then they can also struggle. I like the under the 227 in this game. I know the trend says the over, but 227 is a lot of points. So I like the over the 227. And I like the Rockets at the plus 10. All right. Next game we have the Milwaukee Bucks at the Boston Celtics. The Bucks are 1.5-point favorites on the road. They're minus 118 on the money line. The Celtics are plus $1 on the money line. Over under for this game is at 220.5. The Bucks are 18 and 10 on the season. The Celtics are 13 and 14. Jaylen Brown is returning tonight for the Celtics. That's a big plus for the Celtics. The Bucks have won 12 of their last 14. Bucks have finally gotten healthy. They were struggling a little bit, pretty bad there at the beginning of the season, but they had some guys out. Middleton had been out some. Holiday had been out some. think Giannis even was out some. They've gotten healthy. I like the Bucks here on the money line, and I would lean toward the under the 220.5 because both these teams are capable of playing decent defense. I do like the Bucks on the money line. Philadelphia 76ers at the Memphis Grizzlies. The Sixers are 3-point favorites on the road. They're minus 148 on the money line. The Grizzlies are plus 126 on the money line. Over-under for this game is set at 210. The Sixers are 15-12. Grizzlies are 16-11. The Sixers beat the Warriors Saturday night. Sixers are averaging 107 points per game, and they're 3-6 ATS in their last 9. The Grizzlies 16-11. They have won 2 in a row, and they're 6-2 ATS over the last 8 games. This is going to be this has the potential of being a good game. I favor the Sixers though, but being on the road, I like the. I would lean toward the over the 210 in this game. Sidewise, I think this is a game I would stay away from. I can see I kind of lean toward the Grizzlies, but not enough to take them as an underdog on the money line, or to give up the 3 points. I just don't have a good feel on this game. Next game is the Charlotte Hornets at the Dallas Mavericks. The Mavericks are 2-point favorites at home. They're minus 134 on the money line. The Hornets are plus 114 on the money line. Over-under for this game is set at 217.5. The Hornets are 15-13. They're playing shorthanded. Ball missed their last game. Rozier, Plumlee, Washington all missed last game. I think a lot of them are going to be out tonight as well. But the Hornets are 5-1 ATS their last 6 versus Dallas. Doncic is out for Dallas tonight. Second game of a back-to-back for the Mavs. Mavs are 1-4 this season without Doncic. I like the Hornets here at the plus 3.5. I know the Hornets are shorthanded as well, but the Mavs without Doncic is a totally different team. Then we have the Washington Wizards at the Denver Nuggets. The Nuggets are 4-point favorites at home. They're minus 168 on the money line. The Wizards are plus 142 on the money line. Over-under for this game is at 215.5. The Nuggets have to get healthy. I know Jokic had missed some games. Porter Jr. had missed games. I think Murray's still out. The Wizards are a streaky team. Bradley Beal's been playing well for them. They do play pretty good defense here. More than picking a side here, I like the under the under the 216 in this game. And then the next game we have is the Phoenix Suns at the Los Angeles Clippers. The Suns are 2.5-point favorites on the road. They're minus 142 on the money line. The Clippers are plus 120 on the money line. Over-under for this game is at 210. The Suns are 21-4 on the season. Clippers are 15-12. Booker will be out tonight. The Suns have the last 2 games have had 6 and 7 players respectively, average double digits. They've won 8 of their last 9 on the road. The Clippers, Paul George is questionable tonight with the elbow injury. He missed the last game. Batum is also questionable as well. You already have Leonard out. If Paul George can't play, I think the Clippers are in trouble. I think the Suns are going to win this game either way. I like the Suns on the money line. And I lean toward the over the 210 on that game. All right, that's all the NBA games for tonight. All right, let's take a look at the early NFL lines for this week coming up in NFL. Get kicked off tonight with Monday Night Football, or actually conclude tonight. Week 14 will conclude tonight with Monday Night Football, and then we'll be starting the next week on Thursday night with the Kansas City Chiefs at the Los Angeles Chargers. The Chiefs are 3.5 point favorites on the road, minus 178 on the money line. Chargers are plus 150 on the money line. Over-under for this game is at 50.5 right now. Again, we're just taking a look ahead at some of these lines, see which ones we might like, not like. We'll break down these games and talk a lot more about them throughout the week. The Chiefs are hot right now. Man, when the Chargers are on, they're a tough team, especially at home. I would lean toward the Chiefs, but I'd hope to try to get this at 3 instead of 3.5. The Raiders take on the Browns. Excuse me. The Browns are 5.5 point favorites. They're minus 255. The Raiders are plus 210 on the money line. Over under is at 42.5. This is a tough game as well because these two teams are both so streaky. Beginning of the year, the Raiders looked like they might be a real contender, and then here lately they haven't looked good at all. Browns have been up and down. Almost got beat by the Ravens with a backup quarterback on Sunday. I don't like a side on this game. I think I like the over the 42.5 in this game. Then a big game on Saturday night. Oh, okay, wait a minute. That was the Thursday. Then we got Saturday games this week. So the Cleveland and Raiders in Cleveland Saturday at 4. Then Saturday night you get the New England Patriots at the Indianapolis Colts. The Colts are 1.5 point favorites at home, minus 126 on the money line. The Patriots are plus 108 on the money line. Over under for this game is at 45.5. I'm a big Colts fan. I think the Colts are going to beat New England. Colts have been one of the hottest teams in the league. I think our running attack is going to be a game where it really shines. We're at home against a rookie quarterback. Our defense has been one of the most opportunistic defenses in the league. So I'm going to go with the Colts money line. But I don't think I like the under the 45.5. And we had the Washington football team at the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles opened up at 4 point favorites. Over-unders at 43.5. I like the Washington football team in this game. Panthers at the Bills. Bills are 10.5 point favorites. Over-unders at 43.5. The Bills just have found ways to lose games. They're going to mess around and end up not making them or being a wild card in the playoffs because they're not going to win the division because the Patriots are starting to I've already taken control of that. But 10.5 points is a lot of points. Panthers haven't been looking great either. But still, I'd rather get this at 10 instead of having that hook. Jets, Dolphins. Dolphins are 8.5 point favorites. Over-unders at 43.5. This is another game. I like the Dolphins to win the game, but 8.5 in a division game is a lot of points. Probably a game I'll stay away from. Cowboys at the Giants. The Cowboys are 10.5 point favorites on the road. Over-unders at 44.5. That's a lot of points on the road. But I need to see if Daniel Jones is playing for the Giants or who the Giants quarterback is before I would bet any money on that game. Titans at the Steelers. Titans are 2.5 point favorites on the road. Over-under for that game is at 41.5. I lean toward the Titans here in this game. Pittsburgh struggles. Texans at Jags. Both these teams, neither one of these teams have been very good. But I think the Jags, I think it's about ready to implode on Urban Meyer down there. He don't know how to handle losing. He hasn't lost like this in his career. But I don't have enough faith in taking the Texans either. They have the over-under locked right now. Cardinals at the Lions. Cardinals are 14-point favorites. I think 14's a lot. Over-under at 47.5. Falcons at the Niners. The Niners are 8.5-point favorites over the Falcons. Bengals and Broncos. Broncos are 1-point favorite over the Bengals. Over-under is 43.5. You get the Packers and the Ravens. This will be a good game next Sunday afternoon. The over-under for this game is at 42.5. Packers are 6.5-point favorites. Seahawks and the Rams. Rams are 6.5-point favorites. Over-under is at 47.5. I like the Rams in that game. I like to get it at 6-0. The Saints at the Bucks. Bucks are 10.5-point favorites. Over-unders at 46. I like the Bucks in that game. And then Monday night you have the Vikings at the Bears. The Vikings are 4-point favorites. Over-under is 43.5. I like the Minnesota Vikings in that game. All right. Well, let's get to my picks of the day. All right. Monday Night Football tonight. I like the Arizona Cardinals money line. NBA, I like the Cavaliers money line over the Miami Heat. I like the Raptors and Kings under 221. I like the Warriors money line over the Indiana Pacers. I like the Milwaukee Bucks money line. The Charlotte Hornets plus 3.5. And I like the Phoenix Suns money line. So to recap real quick, I like the Phoenix Suns money line. The Hornets plus 3.5. The Milwaukee Bucks money line. Golden State Warriors money line. Kings and Raptors under 221. The Cavs money line. And the Arizona Cardinals money line. Hold on. We're live Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern with Easy Money, a sports betting show. Come join us for that. That show is live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. We're also live. Yeah, we're also live Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern with GSR Gonzo Sports Room, our sports talk show. That show's also live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. You can also find both those shows in podcast form on Apple Podcasts, Anchor Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts. Most places you listen to podcasts, you can find us. Follow us on social media, Streamline, or Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all at Gonzo Sports Room, where we post all the information about our shows. We post our daily picks from Easy Money, a sports betting show there. We post interview announcements. We just post everything there. So go check that out. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all at Gonzo Sports Room. Also, go check out our merch store, streamlabs.com/Gonzalez Sports /merch. We have, you can see some of our shirts here behind us. So go check those out and order yourself some gear. We greatly appreciate it. You can find that link in the video description, or it's going across the bottom of the screen in the ticker. Don't forget, tomorrow 11 a.m. Easy Money, and then at 1 p.m. Eastern, GWR Live. Owner of Hybrid Championship Wrestling, Austin Ryan, will be joining the show. Should be a great conversation. You don't want to miss it. Make sure you join us tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern for GWR Live with special guest Austin Ryan. Then on Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern, we have another special episode of GWR as AACW wrestler Justin Terrell joins us. He's actually going to be live in the studio. Should be a great conversation. Again, that's on Thursday. Working on getting some other interviews lined up. But I want to thank everybody for their support. Before we get out here, there is a couple other people I want to thank real quick. I want to thank my dad, Tony Gonzalez, Steve Gonzalez, who's also my cousin and he helps do the show. My boy Elijah Morris for everything they've done this weekend to help out to make our show a success Saturday night at WTF, Blizzard Brawl, and then yesterday Sunday at MPG Wrestling, a Christmas Clash. You can find both those shows on YouTube. Both shows were great shows. Yesterday's show, MPG Wrestling Christmas Clash, featured James Storm, Chase Stevens, Jared Kripke, Josh Morris, Adam Van Zant. It's a good card. Then on Saturday night, another stat card is Ace Austin, Dylan Bostic, Brett Havoc, Jared Kripke, Dex Royal was on the card, the highlight reel, Paragon. Just list goes on and on. Go check out both those shows. Like I said, you can find them on our YouTube page. Please hit that subscribe button. We greatly appreciate it. We're up to about 113 subscribers on our YouTube page. Trying to get up to 150 by the end of this week. So please hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell so you get notifications so you don't miss when we go live. Appreciate all you guys' support. We will be live. Don't forget, 1 p.m. Eastern with GSR Gonzo Sports Room. It's a little over an hour from now. Got a lot to talk about. A lot of stuff happened in the NFL yesterday. And a lot of stuff happened over the weekend. We'll break all that down at 1 p.m. Eastern with GSR Gonzo Sports Room. Thank you for joining. Thanks for all the support. Be a friend, tell a friend. Please hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell to get notifications. And I will see you guys here in about an hour for GSR Gonzo Sports Room. Peace.